Hello and welcome! Merry Christmas, everyone! Hi, I'm Eloise and I'm 6.
I am Eloise. I am 6. I'm a city child. I live at the Plaza Hotel, which is huge and wonderful and très elegant, especially at Christmas time, when it's absolutely filled with ribbons and holly and jingle bell cheer.
I've been waiting to talk about this for a while because this one is my ultimate favorite Disney Christmas movie. And today we're going to talk about Eloise at Christmas time. Eloise at Christmas Time was released on The Wonderful World of Disney on television in 2003. So it was never theatrically released, but it's still one of the best movies that I've seen. I really love this one so much. I just love the idea of Eloise and how she's a super rich girl that lives at the plaza. And even though in reality she's a little bit of a spoiled brat, I just love the magic that they bring into it and how much good she does and how adorably charming her character is. And I've always been a fan of this movie growing up, and I always look forward to watching it every year. And it's been a while since I've seen it, and I remembered a lot about it, but I never realized how many legendary stars were in the cast. Obviously we have Julie Andrews, who is Nanny, and she's amazing. Sophia Vasilina plays Eloise. But then we have Gavin Creole, and I never realized that it was Gavin Creole for the longest time. Now, if you aren't familiar with theater, you wouldn't know who Gavin Creole is, but I am a true, proud theater kid, and I adore Gavin Creole. He has been on Broadway so many times, and when I was in high school, I was obsessed with Hair, and he played Claude in Hair in the original revival of it back in 2009.
Jenny, ahead with hair, long, beautiful hair, shining, gleaming, steaming, flaxen, waxen. Give me down to there, hair, shoulder ain't no longer. Here, baby, there, mama, everywhere, daddy, daddy, hey.
So I was so excited to see him in this, even though I've watched it so many times and knows he plays Bill and I always loved the character, but I just was shocked. And I literally was screaming about it because it's just awesome to see all these amazing Broadway stars in these movies.
Bill is my best friend. No, funny. He's an actor and wears red socks, and I absolutely adore him.
You have your treasure? Release the prisoner.
Not so fast.
Speaking of legendary Broadway stars, we also have the legendary Christine Baranski, who is also amazing and is in so many movies, and I never realized how many she's actually done until we get through it all. Honestly, I love this movie. I love the characters. I just think it's really, really sweet. There was a movie prior to Eloise at Christmas Time with Eloise at the Plaza, which came out the exact same year, and it's just an introduction to her. But I don't think you need to see both movies in order to enjoy this one. They're both standalone films, even though they're in a series together, and this one I prefer superiorly compared to the other one.
Good morning, Mr. Salamoni.
Good morning, Eloise.
Has anything come in for me today? Gifts, poinsettias, boxes of holiday fudge?
No, no, and no. Now, if you will excuse me, I am very busy.
It's Christmas time at the Plaza, and Eloise is so excited to see what Santa has brought her, but also her mother, because her mother always travels away. While Eloise is waiting to see what's going on and seeing what her mom brought her and when she's coming home, we also find out that there's a wedding that's being planned.
So, when do I get to meet this fiancé of yours?
Pleasure to meet you, sir. Brooks Oliver III. Rachel's told me all about you. Of course, your hotel here didn't need any talking up.
And Bill, her friend, used to date this girl that's going to get married, Rachel, but she's now engaged to someone else. Eloise doesn't like him, knows something's wrong with him, and goes out of her way to try to figure out what's wrong, but also getting Rachel and Bill back together. And this is a 6-year-old doing all this, by the way.
That's okay. You can wait here with us. So far, the plan's going just swimmingly. I have to run and get something. Why don't you sit here and sing with Bill? It'll be just like old times.
It's just a really, really awesome slice of life film in the sense of really rich people that have tons of money, but there's a fantasy to it. That none of them are really snobby and conceited, and that they care for each other, and that's what I really love about it. And even though we have this blatant Toys R Us promo in this film,
here's what Nanny likes, carrots. Here's what I like,
that's one of my favorite parts about it also. Toys R Us isn't here anymore, but even throughout the entire day, they have a countdown where Eloise gets to go Christmas shopping for all her presents, and she just goes crazy on this shopping spree, massive shopping spree. But that was always a fantasy that I loved growing up. Who wouldn't want to go on a shopping spree in New York City to every single store possible and don't have to worry about money? That's the dream. And that's the type of Christmas magic that I really appreciate. The characters are super likable though. The ones that are supposed to be likable are likable. The ones that aren't likable, and it works really well. And it's just a different type of magic. I grew up around New York, in New York, and I've always done Christmas in New York at least once a year, so I could relate to this a lot more compared to anything else, and it was very realistic to me in that sense. So I know I'm a little bit biased for this film, but I also really do feel like it does stand in the test of time, and it's very classic in its new way, and I really do love it. And if you haven't seen it, you need to see it because it's so cute and adorable and so much fun. And now that I know that it's Gavin Creole, I will now have this on repeat so many more times.
Later on we'll conspire as we dream by the fire. Am I boring you? To face unafraid the plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland.
Even though Christmas might be over, that doesn't mean we don't have more Christmas movies to check out, so we're not done. We still got a week left of reviews, and we're going to continue onwards. Tomorrow we're going to talk about Beauty and the Beast, The Enchanted Christmas, so you can stay tuned, and as always, I hope you have a magical day, and I will see you real soon.